Hi everyone. In the case of competitive examinations like NEET, JEE, etc., we know pretty well that it is the time that matters much. Especially in a subject like physics, where numericals play a key role and where simplification is involved. I just want to give some small tips with regard to simplification, taking one example of the most probable question in these examinations. As an example, let us see, the question is something like this. The velocity gained by an electron when it passes through a region of potential difference of 4000 volts is. I am repeating the question. The velocity gained by an electron when it passes through a potential difference of 4000 volts is. Now, let us start. The velocity is given by the formula small v is equal to under root 2 eV by m. E is the charge of the electron, capital V is the potential difference, m is the mass of the electron. So let us substitute. This is equal under root 2 into 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 into 4000 divided by 9.1 into 10 power minus 31. I will rewrite it as under root 2 into 16 into 10 power minus 20 into 4 into 10 cube by 9 into 10 power minus 31. Because 9.1 can be taken as 9. Heavens do not fall. Next step. This gives us 2 16 jar 32, 32 4 jar 128, 128 by 9 into 10 power 14 whole under root. See, numerator 10 power minus 20 into 10 cube, it becomes minus 17. Denominator minus 31, if it goes up, plus 31, it gives us 10 power 14. So finally we are left with whole under root 128 by 8 into 10 power 14. So before I proceed further, I just want to tell you one thing. Whenever you get a fraction of this nature, usually in topics like electrostatics, current electricity and magnetism, moving charges and magnetism, electromagnetic induction, atomic physics, nuclear physics, in all these chapters of plus 2 level, in the competitive examinations, when you get a question, usually you have a probability of getting a larger fraction with higher powers of tens and sometimes with squares and square roots. So the best way is, what I suggest you just divide the entire fraction into powers of 10 and numbers. Because all of us are familiar with theories of our mathematical induction and we are good at dealing with powers of 10. Avoid decimals. So this is my suggestion. That's what I did in this. 1.6 into 10 power minus 19, I wrote it as 16 into 10 power minus 20, removing the decimal. Now let us look at the final step. Under root 128 by 9 into 10 power 14. 10 power 14 under root means 10 power 14 whole power of, which is 10 power 7. Bring it outside. So you are left with under root 128 by 9. 14 9 is 126. So approximately it is under root 14 into 10 power 7 outside. Now root 14, how do you calculate? I will give a simple example, simple strip. Under root 9 is 3, under root 16 is 4. So your value should be between 3 and 4. Honestly taking, though it's not exactly like that, I want to give a small suggestion. The average of 16 and 9 is 12.5. So if it's under root 12.5, your value should be somewhere close to 3.5. So under root 14 may approximately be equal to, let us say, 3.6. So now you can approximately give the answer as 3.6 into 10 power 7 meters per second. I have observed several competitive examinations papers. What the examiner wants from the student in all these simplifications is the intelligence but not the labor. Now look at the options. I am giving the options. First option, 3 into 10 power 7 meters per second. Second option, 2.8 into 10 power 7 meters per second. Third option, 3.65 into 10 power 7 meters per second. Fourth option, 4.1 into 10 power 7 meters per second. If you apply the simple logic, your value is root 14. So definitely it should be more than 3. So options of 3 and less than 3 are not valid. Similarly, your under root value is more than 14 but less than 16. But definitely, so it definitely tells you that it cannot be more than 4. So the only option left with is 3.65 into 10 power 7 meters per second. Whether you know whether it's right or wrong, you don't have to bother. It's approximately equal to, because in all these examinations, your examiner wants the approximate value using your intelligence and sharpness. You don't have to labor so much and simplify to the second or third decimal place. It does, because you are not given calculators and all that. And so this is how you can go ahead while simplifying these bigger fractions. So my one last and final suggestion once again is, whenever you get a bigger fraction with powers of 10, under roots or squares and things like that, divide the entire fractions into two separate parts, numbers and 10 powers. That's what I did. So this saves a lot of time. And not only that, just because I wanted to explain to you, I explained in a form of number of steps. Once you know the trick, it's only less than half a minute. You can simplify the entire thing few seconds and then pick up the right option. Good day then. Thank you.